Nonō Yakushi. Nonō Yakushi was known as Mother at the Konoha orphanage. She was the one who raised and trained one of the most dangerous medical ninja ever, Kabuto Yakushi. Nono didn't have flashy jutsu like Tsunade's creation Rebirth, but her chakra control was amazing. Just the fact that she could teach someone like Kabuto, a natural genius, from a young age proves how high level her skills were. Later, Kabuto would go on to create terrifying jutsu, but all of that started with what Nono taught him. She was also the leader of Konoha's medical corps, which means she was in charge of healing the most seriously injured ninja during missions and wars. On top of that, she secretly worked as a spy for Root, a job that required crazy survival skills and the ability to adapt fast in dangerous situations. Nono's death is one of the saddest tragedies in Naruto. She was accidentally killed by Kabuto, the boy she raised and loved like a son. Neither of them recognized each other in that moment. It was all part of a cruel plan by Danzo, who erased their memories and manipulated both of them slowly over time. Unlike Tsunade or Sakura, Nono didn't get a chance to leave behind a big legacy. Her only student Kabuto ended up becoming an enemy of the very village she served. Still, her influence was huge. Without Nono, Kabuto's amazing medical growth wouldn't have happened. She was a vital link between the past and future of medical ninja in the Naruto world.
Interesting, right? Here, we don't just watch anime. We live every character, every story, every emotion. Don't miss out on exclusive content and fresh takes you won't find anywhere else. Hit that subscribe button now and become part of the most passionate and creative anime community out there. Thanks for the support. This journey wouldn't be the same without you. Next,
Kabuto Yakushi. Kabuto Yakushi is one of the first medical ninjas we meet in the series, and honestly, he's a natural-born medical genius. Trained from a young age by Nonō Yakushi, Kabuto quickly showed crazy talent, even as a kid. Later on, he followed Orochimaru and became his right-hand man. One of his most impressive techniques is called Yin Healing Wound Destruction, and it's wild. Imagine healing a wound before it even happens. Yeah, Kabuto can do that. Here's how it works. He watches his enemy's facial expressions, movements, and attacks. From that, he predicts where he's going to get hit. Then, he sends chakra to that part of his body right before impact, starting the healing process instantly. If it's a serious injury, it takes more chakra to fix. But it's not just about quick healing. You need superhuman reflexes and focus to even pull this off. And let's be real, only someone like Kabuto could manage that. This isn't just medical ninjutsu anymore. It's basically predicting the future. It helps him keep his lab rats alive longer, or protect himself when he knows a hit is coming. Kabuto's knowledge of the human body is next level. He understands anatomy so well that he can instantly adjust the electrical signals in his own body. That's why even if he gets hit by genjutsu or nerve attacks, he regains control almost immediately. He can also turn medical scalpels into deadly weapons, slicing muscles, paralyzing enemies, all in a flash. At one point, he could even stop Jinchuriki from getting chakra from their tailed beasts. That shows just how deep his chakra system knowledge goes. And get this, Kabuto can rebuild and control corpses, even changing how they look to trick people. Unlike Tsunade, who trained amazing students like Sakura and Shizuni, Kabuto didn't pass on any knowledge. He left no legacy, only fear, especially after perfecting the Edo Tensei during the Fourth Great Ninja War. Sakura Haruno. Everyone knows how Sakura started in Naruto, just a girl yelling and chasing after Sasuke, but her growth, honestly amazing. When Tsunade chose Sakura as her student, she saw something most people didn't. Sakura's rare, precise chakra control. That control is the reason Sakura became an elite medical ninja. While Naruto and Sasuke had raw power from the start, Sakura had to train hard every single day to get where she is now. Like her teacher, she combines healing with fighting. She even mastered the Byakugo seal, a special power that lets her heal instantly during battle. With this, she became one of the very few medical ninjas allowed on the front lines. At one point, she literally survived getting stabbed straight through by Madara. That's insane. Her skills with poison and antidotes are also next level. She's even better than Chio, the famous poison master from the Sand Village. Sakura could make antidotes for poisons that Sasori said had no cure. That shows how smart and skilled she really is. And here's the wildest part. She once manually pumped Naruto's heart and gave him CPR by hand, after Kurama was ripped out of him. No tools, no hospital, just battlefield chaos, and Sakura saving lives with her bare hands. That's not just healing, that's full-on surgical precision in the middle of war. Compared to older medics like Shizuni or Biwaka, Sakura took things to the next level. She's not just good at healing, she can fight side by side with top-tier ninjas. Later on, she was promoted to head of Konoha's medical department and kept improving the village's entire healthcare system. Tsunade. Tsunade is the greatest medical ninja in the entire shinobi world, and that's not just a cool title. It's a fact proven by decades of crazy achievements. Her diagnosis skills are insane. She can figure out complex injuries or deadly diseases in just seconds. And you know what? Most medical ninja need years or even decades to get close to that level. Her signature techniques, creation rebirth, and later the strength of 100 seal, are the absolute peak of medical ninjutsu, while other healing jutsu need hand signs and focus. Tsunade can instantly heal from almost any injury, like lost limbs, damaged organs, even fatal wounds, without stopping her fight. These techniques work by storing chakra in the seal on her forehead for years, then releasing it to speed up cell regeneration to a crazy level. Oh, and remember when all the top doctors in Konoha said Rock Lee's spine injury meant the end of his ninja career? Tsunade pulled off the surgery and completely restored him. Back in the Second Great Ninja War, she was also the only ninja who could make an antidote for the Sand Village's deadly poisons. And after the war, she even used her medical knowledge to analyze the biology of white zetsu and helped create advanced prosthetic limbs, so good they're basically like the real thing. What's even cooler is how she uses medical ninjutsu in combat. Thanks to her insane chakra control, every punch she throws hits like a landslide. Combine that with creation rebirth, and she basically becomes unkillable for a short time. And when she summons Katsuyu, she can heal hundreds of ninjas at once on the battlefield. That's a game-changing ability in war. But maybe the most important thing is this: Tsunade completely changed the ninja world. She created the modern medical system, where every ninja squad must have at least one medic. Thanks to her, students like Sakura and Shizuni could carry on her legacy, building a whole new generation of talented medical ninjas. And yeah, there's always been this little debate in the fan community. Is Tsunade truly the greatest medical ninja of all time, or just the most famous one? People who support Tsunade's top-tier status point out that no other medical ninja has ever healed someone from Tsukuyomi's mental trauma. Her use of the strength of 100 seal is still unmatched when it comes to healing during battle, and she's the only medical ninja who also served as a Kage while still practicing medicine. But on the other hand, critics argue that Kabuto's yin healing wound destruction might actually be more advanced. It prevents damage before it even happens. And while Tsunade's creation rebirth is crazy powerful, it's not sustainable. Since it shortens her life, some say it's not exactly a superior healing technique. Also, by the end of the Naruto series, many believe Sakura has reached Tsunade's level in both strength and healing ability, while being decades younger and still growing. So if we're talking purely about medical skills, not just career achievements, did the student surpass the teacher? What do you all think? Drop your thoughts below. Chio. I know a lot of fans tend to forget, but Chio from the Sand Village was also a medical ninja. And honestly, she's probably the most unique medical ninja in the whole Naruto series. Unlike Tsunade, Chio didn't focus on regular healing. Instead, she went all in on something much more dangerous: poison. According to Chio herself, only Tsunade, the best medic in the world, could create antidotes for her poisons. That tells you how crazy skilled she was in medical knowledge. Chio didn't just know how to make poisons, she understood them inside out. She even knew the poison cycle of Hanzo's salamander, a beast used by one of the strongest ninjas ever, and she knew how to make an antidote for that thing too. That takes serious knowledge of biology and chemistry, way beyond what most medical ninjas ever touch. But Chio's greatest medical achievement? It's a jutsu called one's own life reincarnation, a technique that lets you give up your own life to bring someone else back to life. It's not healing, it's understanding life and death at the deepest level. Only someone with huge wisdom and experience could come up with something like that. And can she fight? Oh, definitely. And she's seriously strong. She mixed her medical skills with puppet jutsu. Instead of healing, she used poisons as weapons, loading up her puppets with poisoned blades and traps. Its medical knowledge turned into deadly offense. Shin Uchiha. Shin Uchiha gives us a totally different look at medical ninjutsu, one that's a bit creepy if you pay close attention. Shin has an insane amount of knowledge about human anatomy. He can literally perform surgery on himself, swapping out damaged organs with healthy ones taken from his own clones. Sounds like sci-fi, right? But in the ninja world, this is real. This shows how deeply he understands the human body. He even combines the Manjikyo Sharingan with medical skills. Instead of using his eyes just for fighting, Shin controls scalpels with incredible precision. Imagine doing surgery without even touching the tools. That's exactly what Shin can do. But this is where Shin really stands apart from normal medical ninjas. While people like Tsunade and Sakura use their skills to save lives, Shin uses them in a much more selfish way. He only cares about keeping himself alive, not about helping teammates or patients. Honestly, it's kinda twisted. In battle, he turns scalpels into weapons. He can hit pressure points with deadly accuracy, paralyzing or seriously hurting his enemies with just a few precise cuts. Unlike Sakura, who smashes mountains, or Tsunade with her insane power, Shin fights with finesse and deep knowledge of the human body. Well, this guy's body looks kinda patched up and beat up, but he still fights pretty well. Compared to Tsunade, who saved countless lives and passed down her medical legacy, or Sakura, who carries her teacher's kindness, Shin represents the dark side of medical ninjutsu. He shows how medical knowledge can be abused when used by someone with the wrong intentions, and in the end, he leaves nothing good behind. No students, no legacy, no knowledge passed on, just a creepy villain doing messed up experiments. Shin Uchiha might not be the greatest medical ninja, but he's definitely one of the scariest. Shizune. When people talk about medical ninjas in Naruto, they usually mention Tsunade or Sakura. But there's one woman who always worked in the background, quietly helping from the shadows. And that's Shizune. Let's be real, she's super underrated. Shizune was Tsunade's first student, and that alone says a lot. She was trained directly by the world's best medical ninja since she was young, and it really shows. Her chakra control is insanely good. That's what lets her perform very complex and dangerous medical techniques. One great example, she once led a whole team to regenerate damaged body parts using new cells. This is no joke. Just one tiny mistake with chakra control, and the patient could die. But Shizune pulled it off almost perfectly, and even saved Neji, who was basically one step away from death after fighting Kidomaru. Can Shizune fight? Oh yes, she can. She combines medical ninjutsu with poison techniques. She can shoot toxic gas straight from her mouth, a deadly surprise move that even Kabuto admitted was dangerous. One small breath of her poison is enough to knock out a ninja. She also uses senbon, needle weapons, and poison tools. She can shoot senbon from hidden wrist devices, or even from her mouth, at lightning speed. And just one scratch from her weapons could paralyze or disable her enemies completely. Her role as Tsunade's assistant also proves how important she is. While Tsunade was Hokage, Shizune was always by her side, helping with everything, from paperwork to war strategies. She was a key part of keeping the medical ninja system running smoothly. That said, it's true that Shizune didn't leave behind a big legacy like Sakura, or make groundbreaking progress like Tsunade. She mostly played a supporting role and never got the spotlight. But she knew her place, accepted it, and did her best. And honestly, that's something to respect. Biwaka Sarutobi. Sounds like a new name, right? Well, Biwaka was the wife of the third Hokage, and also one of the most important medical ninjas in Konoha's history. Why? Because she's the one who helped deliver Naruto at birth. Now hold up. Being chosen to assist Kushina Uzumaki during childbirth wasn't just a random job. Remember, Kushina was the Jinchuriki of the Nine Tails, and giving birth weakened the seal that kept the beast locked up. That means the Nine Tails could escape at any moment. The fact that Biwaka was trusted with this job says a lot about her medical skill and experience. She was even a jonin, which means she had strong combat skills too, not just medical knowledge. Unfortunately, right after Naruto was born, Obito attacked and killed her almost instantly. If you look closely, her medical work during that scene was very impressive. She worked with another medic, Taji, to keep the delivery safe and stable, all while under extreme pressure. Still, we have to admit, Biwaka didn't get the chance to build a legacy like Tsunade or Sakura. Her early death cut her story short, and most people forget how important she actually was. Now, let's take a moment to shout out some other medical ninja who didn't get much spotlight. Medical ninja in Naruto aren't that many, and not all of them get to shine, but they still deserve respect, so let's remember them. First up, we can't forget Rin Nohara, the medical ninja from Team Minato back in the day. The most impressive thing she did was the Sharingan transplant surgery, putting Obito's eye into Kakashi right on the battlefield, and all with just basic medical tools. Rin also taught her teammates first aid skills, showing how good she was at supporting the team. Sadly, her early death as the Jinchuriki of the Three Tails stopped her from growing more in medical skills. Similarly, Ino Yamanaka is an interesting case. She's famous for her mind jutsu, but she's also a real medical ninja. In the anime, we see her helping with healing like a nurse, showing she's got real medical talent too. The next generation also has some cool talents like Inojin Yamanaka, Ino's son. He's still pretty new in the medical ninja role, but it shows the Yamanaka family's medical skills are still going strong. Then, we have medical ninja from other villages, like Yashimaru, from Tsunagakure, and C from Kumogakure. We don't know a lot about Yashimaru, but as an Anbu and Gaara's uncle, he must be pretty skilled. C helped a lot too, using the mystical palm technique and his sensing abilities during the ninja war. Finally, we can't forget the real backbone of the medical system, the support ninja like Taji, Hakui, Kampo, and Mitate. They may not be famous, but they run the hospitals, make medicines, and keep the survival rates high during missions. Without these guys, even the best medical ninja wouldn't be able to do their jobs well. Sasuke Uchiha is probably the last person you'd think of when talking about medical ninja. But yeah, this guy who used to cause a lot of trouble can actually use the mystical palm technique too. He healed Sakura's wounds once. This shows that with his amazing chakra control, Sasuke can use medical ninja skills in emergencies. However, this seems like a rare thing for him, not really his main skill. There's no record of Sasuke using medical ninja techniques much, so his medical role is pretty small compared to real pros like Tsunade or Sakura. Alright, that's it for today. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.